Cool, right? I actually really enjoy making these, and I'll post them at least once a week. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I make them. They're relatively easy, but they require 3 platforms and several steps. So let's get started. Step 1 is the most important step, and it starts in Midjourney. There's 2 ways to do this, so pay attention. Using the picture of myself as an omni reference, I then type in the character look I'm looking for. Right away, you can get something decent. For example, I typed dressed like Breaking Bad the show, wearing hazmat suit, gas mask, and I got this result. Honestly, I could have just stuck right there, but personally, I wanted to create this iconic image instead. To do that, I used an image of myself as an omni reference. I used the original Breaking Bad image in my style reference, and I used the image I just created in my image prop. Lastly, in the description, I then described the way the image looked in the original Breaking Bad image. When it was all said and done, I ended up with an image that looked like this. That's the first way you can do it, making the majority of the image in Midjourney. A second option is to just focus on the character and have an all-white background like I did with this pirate daisy. I'm about to show you the differences in a second. Once you have your images, take them over to Nano Banana. Nano Banana is now a staple in everything I create, and I'll show you why. For those wondering, why didn't I just create the image in Nano Banana? It's because Nano Banana wouldn't have nearly as much style, which is an important detail for me. However, Nano Banana is incredible at details, which you're about to see. For the Breaking Bad image, I wrote, change the words on the clothes to say Breaking Daisies. And in the background, had the word Gaisenberg spray painted in yellow on the wall. Deep focus, wearing black rubber gloves. Nano Banana is so great, it did everything perfectly the way I requested. If you're trying to incorporate really fine details without changing the characters in your image, then Nano Banana is the way to go. So why have an all-white background like in the pirate picture? Here's why. In the Nano Banana description, I wrote, change the background to be out of focus. Pirate ship in the far distance. In the ocean. Natural golden hour lighting. Not only will Nano Banana create a great-looking background, but it will then change the lighting on your character so that they will naturally blend into that background better. This to me is very unique, and I'll probably start making images this way moving forward. Simply put, Nano Banana does a really great job of creating backgrounds that naturally blend in with your original image. And they will add lighting onto your character and that matches the background. There's a lot more I can teach you about Nano Banana, but I'll have to talk about that in a future episode. This next step is really important. Once your images are final, take them back over to Midjourney and select Edit and then Edit Uploaded Image. From there, select the Erase tool and erase one of the corners. Then, in the description, type the words Upscale. Hit Submit Edit. Your new image will look basically the same. Once you have a new generation, then select Upscale to Gallery. Now, download the image out of Midjourney. The reason this is important is because it will increase the quality of your image dramatically, which will then affect the video that you end up making. You may say that Nano Banana can already upscale an image. However, it's not nearly as good as what Midjourney can do. In fact, from my experience, nothing can compete with Midjourney. Once you have your final image, it's time to animate it. There's a lot of good options out there, but for those that don't know, currently, Grok is free, but I use it because I love the animations it generates. I heard the images that you generate are not private, but I don't know if that's true or not. Just a little FYI. Inside of Grok, I upload my image, and then I wrote standing still, subtle wind blowing. That's it. I personally didn't want my character to talk in these videos. Grok will automatically add sound effects and music. All of this may have sounded very complicated and time-consuming, but I promise you, after you do it a few times, you can start knocking out a bunch of these in an hour. This next step, you don't really have to do it, but I like to do it personally to increase the quality of all of my videos. I take my final edited video and place it in a software called Topaz, where I will then increase the quality of my video up to 8K. I really like to dress up in different outfits, and these videos are fun to make. I hope you guys learned something new, and I hope that you like these 6-second videos, because I plan on making a bunch of them. That's it for me. As always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!